Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we are going to discuss about spiral model. The outline of the topic include introduction, model, design, identification, uses, application, some advantages and disadvantages. First of all, introduction. The spiral model combines the idea of iterative development with the systematic, controlled aspects of the waterfall model. This spiral model is a combination of iterative development process model and sequential linear development model. That is, the waterfall model with a very high emphasis on risk analysis. It allows incremental releases of the product or incremental refinement through each iteration around the spiral. Spiral model design. The spiral model has four phases. A software project repeatedly passes through these phases in iteration called spirals. Identification. This phase starts with gathering the business requirements in the baseline spiral. In the subsequent spirals, as the product matures, identification of system requirements, subsystem requirements, and unit requirements are all done in this phase. This phase also includes understanding the system requirements by continuous communication between the customer and the system analyst. At the end of the spiral, the product is deployed in the identified market. Design. The design phase starts with the conceptual design in the baseline spiral and involves architectural design, logical design of modules, physical product design, and the final design in the subsequent spirals. The next one is construct or build. The construct phase refers to production of the actual software product at every spiral. In the baseline spiral, when the product is just thought of and the design is being developed, a POC, proof of concept, is developed in this phase to get customer feedback. This in the subsequent spirals with higher clarity on requirements and design details. A working model of the software called build is produced with a version number. These builds are sent to the customer for feedback. Evaluation and risk analysis. Risk analysis includes identifying, estimating, and monitoring the technical feasibility and management risks, such as schedule slippage and cost overrun. After testing the build, at the end of first iteration, the customer evaluates the software and provides feedback. The following illustration is a representation of the spiral model, listing the activities in each phase. Spiral model applications. The spiral model is widely used in the software industry as it is in sync with the natural development process of any product, learning with maturity, which involves minimum risk for the customer as well as the development firms. Uses of spiral model. The following pointers explain the typical uses of the spiral model. When there is a budget constraints and risk evaluation is important. For medium to high risk projects, long-term project commitment because of potential changes to economic priorities as the requirements change with time. Customer is not sure of their requirements, which is usually the case. Requirements are complex and need evaluation to get clarity. New product lines which should be released in phases to get enough customer feedback. Here are some advantages of spiral life cycle model. Changing requirements can be accommodated, allows extensive use of prototypes, requirements can be captured more accurately, users see the system early, development can be divided into smaller parts and the risky parts can be developed earlier, which helps in better risk management. Disadvantages of the spiral SDLC model. Management is more complex. End of the project may not be known early. not suitable for small or low risk projects and could be expensive for small projects. Process is complex spiral go on identifi- may go on indefinitely. Large number of intermediate stages requires excessive documentation. Okay friends, this is it for now. Thank you for watching this lecture and please also share of what you have learned from today's lecture in the comment box. Allah Hafiz.